This is video number 17. We're going to be solving word problems with multiple unknowns. Up until this video, we've been solving for one unknown. Well, today we're going to be working with multiple unknowns. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's your homework sheet. We're going to do the first 4 problems there in the boxes, and then you have 2 practice problems here at the end that you can complete. Okay. So the first problem, number 1. Okay. We're going to start here. We always start with the question. Okay, so we're going to highlight the question. We want to find the numbers. Okay, and I have kind of a template set up for you to help you out here. But we have 2 numbers. What we have to figure out is which one we're going to give name what I call the captain variable. Which one do we have to know before we can get the second variable? Okay. So if we read through this, it says the sum of 2 numbers is 42. The first is 6 less than 3 times the second. So to be able to find the first number, we have to be able to know the second number, correct? So what I assign the captain variable is to the second number. I make that the captain variable because I need to know that. That's kind of the key to getting all the other unknown numbers, okay? So I'm going to assign the captain variable to the second one. I'm going to call that n. Okay. Now, to get my first variable assignment for number 1, it says the sum of the first is 6 less than 3 times the second. Okay, so the first is 6 less than 3 times the second. So we're going to do 3 times the second. So that's going to be 3n, and then 6 less, minus 6. Okay, so now I have to find both of my variables. Okay, remember, we can only use one variable, one letter. Okay, we can't do multiple letters and be able to solve these. Now I'm going to build my equation. Okay, is 42. So 42 is going to be over here, and it says the sum of 2 numbers. So I'm going to add these 2 numbers. Okay, I'm going to take 3n minus 6, and I'm going to add that to n. And what I'm going to do now is combine my like terms. I have 3n and n. Together I have 4n. So I have 4n minus 6 equals 42. Okay, now I'm going to solve this 2-step equation by adding its opposite first. Okay, and then I have to add 6 to both sides. So I end up with 4n is equal to 48. You divide by 4, and then you're going to 48 divided by 4, so n is 12. Okay, that's one unknown. I have 2 unknowns, so I can come up here and say n is 12. Well, then I have to plug into my equation, so I got to do 3 times 12 minus 6. Well, 3 times 12 is 36. Minus 6 will give us 30. So this number here, the first number is 30, the second number is 12. If I add those 2 together, I get a sum of 42, 30 and 12 makes 42. So there's the answer for the first one. Okay. Problem number 2. Same type of problem here. We have to find the numbers. Okay. So the first thing we have to do is decide which one is going to get the captain variable. The captain variable is the variable by itself. No expression, nothing. Okay? So let's read through this. The second of 2 numbers is 7 times the first. Their sum is 32. So in order to find the second number, we have to know the first number. So the first number is going to get our captain variable. So I'm going to make this n, and then I can write my expression to define my second variable. It's going to be 7 times the first. So it's going to be 7. 7 times the first. Well, that's 7 times the first number. Okay? Now it says is 32 here, so everything equals 32. It says their sum, so that means I have to add variable assignment 1 and variable assignment 2. So it's going to be n plus 7n. So that makes, combine those like terms, we have n, 8n equals 32, divide by 8, and n is equal to 4. So if n is 4, okay, and then I plug in here, so 7 times 4, which is 28. So my second number would be 28. So 28 and 4. Add those two together, I get 32. Okay. Number 3. Okay, number 3, find the length of each piece. That's our question. Okay, so I got to decide, am I going to make my variables, my captain variable, the shorter piece or the larger piece? So I'm going to read through the problem here and make a decision. A 75-meter rope is cut so that one piece is 13 meters shorter than the other piece. Okay, so it tells me that I'm taking my larger piece and I'm going to take off 13 meters. So I have to know the size of my larger piece before I can find the shorter piece. Okay, so I'm going to do P here for the larger piece, and then the shorter piece would be P minus 13. Okay, so my captain variable is a larger piece because I have to know my larger piece before I can find my shorter piece. Okay, now everything equals, it's a 75-meter rope. So those two pieces, if I put them together, says if I put these two pieces together, it equals 75 meters. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do P minus 13 plus P. Okay, so this will give us, combine your like terms, or add its opposite first. Okay, then we have 2P plus negative 13 is equal to 75. Add 13 to both sides, and we get 2P is equal to 88. Divide by 2, and P is equal to 44. So this piece, the larger piece is 44. I plug in, and it's going to be 44 minus 13, which is going to give me 1 and then 31. So this piece is 31 meters. So 40, I can put the meters on there too. So one piece is 44 meters, the other piece is 31 meters. Add those two together, and I get 50 or 75 meter rope. Okay, next question. Okay, this one deals with some geometry, so we have to find the angles. It says find the measure of each angle. That's where the question lies. Find the measure of each of the angles in the triangle. Okay, so read through this. It says the sum of the angle measures of a triangle is 180 degrees. Find each of the angle measures of a triangle if the second angle measures 10 more than twice the first. So I have to know my first to be able to find the second. Okay, so what I'm going to do when I have more than 3 unknowns, okay, I got to read through here and decide which one is going to be my captain variable. So if the second angle measures 10 more than twice the first, I got to know the first angle to find the second angle. So I'm just going to put a little 1 beside it, saying that, hey, this right now, angle 1 is a captain variable. But I have more to read. And the third angle measures 10 more than the second. So to find the third angle, I have to know the second. Okay? So the order of the hierarchy here is I got to know angle 1 to find angle 2. I need angle 2 to find angle 3. So that leaves us with angle 1 as our captain variable. Okay? And I'm going to just use an A for angle measurement. Okay? So if A is for angle 1, then I say the second angle measures 10 degrees more than twice the first. So 10 degrees more than twice the first. Well, I got to do twice the first and then 10 more. Okay, that's defining angle 2. Now to define angle 3, says the third angle measures 10 degrees more than the second angle. So I got to take the second angle and add 10 degrees more. So that's going to be 2A plus 10. and then I got to add the 10 more, plus 10. Okay, now I'm going to build my equation. So everything here is equal to 180 degrees. So everything equals 180 degrees, and it's going to be these three angles added together. So A plus 2A plus 10 plus 2A plus 10 plus 10. Okay? Now let's combine all of my terms, an A, a 2A, and a 2A. So all those A's add up to 5A. And then I have all these 10s. A 10, 10, and a 10 is going to be 30 equals 180. Add negative 30 to both sides to start solving my two-step equation. I get 5A is equal to 150. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Okay, so this is going to cancel out. I'm going to have A, 150 divided by 5 is 30 degrees. Okay, so measure of angle A is 30 degrees. Now I'm going to plug in. So it's going to be 2 times 30 plus 10. So this angle measurement then is going to be 60 plus 10. So this one's 30. So this one is going to be 70 degrees. And then this one is 10 degrees more than angle 2. So this one has to be 80 degrees. Now let's take the sum of those. 30 and 70 is 100, and 80 is 180 degrees. So it does work out. Okay? And now let's go ahead and do some of your practice problems. We're going to be doing more of these unknowns tomorrow in class. Okay? Practice problem number 1. Go ahead and set up and solve this, and pause the video, and then on pause the video you can check your answers. Okay? So pause the video now, and I'm going to bring the answers up. Here's your answer for number 5. The first number is 93, and the second number is 20. Okay? Check your work, make sure your equation matches what I have here. Okay? And the next one, this is number 6 here. Move it down so you can see. Grandpa's age is 7 less than 6 times Junior's age. The sum of their age is 70. Find each of their ages. Okay? Pause the video, set up your problem, solve it, and then on pause and you can check your work. Okay? I'm going to bring up the answer. Here's your answer. Junior's age is 11 and Grandpa's age is 59. Check your equation and your solution. Okay? Write down any questions that you have for tomorrow. I can answer in class. Okay? Thank you for doing your homework. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.